Hey everyone, welcome to my vlog where I'll be documenting my next passion project, Project 30. Project 30 is where I will be doing 30 things before I turn 30 years old. More on that soon, but before we go there, I want to go back in time just a little bit and explain how we got here. So I started my very first passion project right out of college, and I've been doing them every year since. And while they're wildly different, they all have a couple things in common. Number one, they've given me the opportunity to learn and to grow. They've definitely challenged me and made me step out of my comfort zone. They've allowed me to connect with other people, which honestly, that's my favorite part ever, is to be able to connect with you. And they've just been fun. They've given me something to look forward to. They've kind of defined my year and what it looks like. With that being said, let's flash back to 2015. Actually 2014, that's when I got this idea. So I remember I had gone up to South Bend to visit my friend, and we were sitting on her balcony at her apartment, kind of when I spilled my thoughts. So I told her I had this idea to send a package to a different person every single week for an entire year. I was wondering though, would this be too much? Do I even know 52 people? Could I actually pull it off? And she reassured me, like she always does, yes, and told me to go for it. So I got back to Indy and I got to work. My other best friend and roommate at the time made me this awesome logo. I called my project 52 Pick Me Up. Week by week for 1 year, I started shipping packages to friends, family members, strangers, literally people that I knew from Instagram. And I came to this post office right here in Broad Ripple. This project, even though it was done like 5 years ago, 6 years ago now, it's still kind of like who I am. I still send packages throughout the year to people. And on that note, we're gonna go ship some more packages. Happy day. So my second passion project, I had this idea when I was flying on an airplane, and I was just like, you know what, Ashley, I think you want to write a book. And I'm like, oh man, that seems like a lot of work. Do I really want to write a book? Do I really want to write a book? And what I decided is that I would take the next year and I would write a chapter a day. So I ended up calling the book 365. You live and you learn every single day. And what I did was every day for 1 year, I wrote a chapter on living and learning. So lessons that you learn when you live and, you know, what you can learn from them. And I emailed them to people who subscribe to it. So I think it was like $12 to subscribe, $1 a month. That was helpful because they help keep me accountable. By the end of it, I have 365 chapters here. And so this is my book before it is in published format. Hey, maybe that will happen later on this year. All right, so in 2017, I did a passion project called A Recipe a Week. Every week for a year, I would make a new recipe and I would share it with you all. This passion project honestly made me step out of my comfort zone the most. And the reason for that is because the very first week I had got on the internet and I was like, all right, people, like, what would you prefer? Would you prefer I live stream me cooking as I cook the new recipe, or B, would you like me to post it on Instagram stories? And literally everyone said to live stream it, except for maybe like one person, and I was like, oh, I've never live streamed before. This is back when it was like pretty new, and I was like, how do you even know what to talk about? Like, what do you do? And you know what? I just figured it out. I had just gotten this Polaroid camera. When I was done making the recipe, I would take a picture. That might be fun to do right now. Should we take a picture? Should we take a picture? There we go! And what I would do is I would take index cards and I would take the picture that I took and I would, not glue it. I think I taped it. Doesn't matter. Taped it to an index card and I would write the recipe on the back. So now I have 52 recipes, 52 recipe cards with all the recipes that I made. It's great because they're on my fridge. If I want to make one of them, I just go back and I, you know, draw one up. Everything's right there, good to go. If you are interested in any of the recipes I made, they're all on my blog. Or if you want to come over and have dinner, we can certainly just pull one out. Let's see what we got. Tonight's dinner is pork chops and pineapples. So anyways, this is a lot of fun. Not only because I learned how to cook something other than frozen pizza and tacos, but because I was able to do some like additional elements with it. Here's our picture. It's great. Also, they say don't shake it like a Polaroid picture. I don't know why, but apparently you're not supposed to. Oh, and my grandma made me this apron because I was doing this passion project. Oh my gosh, it is reversible. So it has watermelons on the front and hot chili peppers on the back, or vice versa. It has pockets. Like, how freaking cool. Literally all the feels. Oh my gosh. 2018 was my year of less. And honestly, that was the most life-changing passion project I've done. I got so serious with so many things. My debt, less debt. My health, less unhealthy habits. So what it was is every month I chose a different theme of less, and I would email that to everyone who was doing this with me, and I would write it on this lovely board that now I've got what's cooking good looking on it. That used to be my 12 months or less board, and so I would write the new theme every month, and that would be what we worked around. So every week I would make a challenge that was related to that theme. For instance, in I believe it was May it was Money May. So when we did money and finances, less debt, more financial freedom in May, one of the challenges was to create a budget. And I did a lot of the work early on because I didn't want to talk about it out practicing it. So practice what you preach. It was so much learning. It was so good though. My 12 months of less, Ashley would not approve of me printing off all those papers. My 12 months of less, Ashley would definitely not approve of me printing out every single chapter that I wrote. I did things like I got a recycling can because like we didn't used to recycle in this house. So less waste. So that was so much fun. If you're curious about that, there is so much good content on my blog. Also on the YouTube channel, there's all my videos linked on there. But not gonna lie, 12 months of less was a lot of work. Not only like doing the less things, but creating the content to send the emails with the video and all that good stuff. But it was so good. But I knew that in 2019, I needed something just like light and refreshing. So what I ended up doing was a passion project called 1 Second Every Day. And 1 Second Every Day is actually an app you can download. There's an app for that. And it's where you can either record directly in there, or what I did is I just took videos throughout the day and you upload a 1 second clip of a video from that day, and then basically, long story short, is at the end of every month I would have, technically it would be a 30-second video, but I always added, I upgraded since I was doing this as a project, and if you upgrade, I think you can put a couple clips in there and they don't have to all be 1 second. I mean, it's all the details. So by the end of the year, I had like the whole year documented 1 second at a time, like 1 second a day at a time. You'd be surprised at the things that you can remember just from like a 1 second clip. Honestly, this is probably my most fun passion project. It was really cool just to create and look back on the year, and it was a really hard year for me. That was the year my grandma passed away. So it was good. It was good. Then enter 2020. I mean, what in the actual heck happened in 2020? Can I get an amen? I know I said that I did a passion project every year since college, but I lied. There was 1 year I did not do a passion project, and that was last year, 2020, when a global pandemic not only hit our country, but the entire world, and shut itself down. I did open a treasure trap last year. I would consider that a project in itself, and I got married, highlight of 2020, literally the best day from that year. But we are coming up on the 1 year anniversary of the world shutting down. And I don't know about you, but it has caused me to think about a couple things. It's made me realize that life is way too short. Things can change in the blink of an eye. Things that we don't expect or even see coming can happen, and we've got to make the most out of every single day. A couple years back, Tribe Church, the church I go to here in Plainfield, played the movie Groundhog Day for their At the Movie series. I had never seen that movie before, and basically like this guy relives the same day every single day, and it's Groundhog Day. And at times last year, I just felt like that is what was happening. Like I was reliving this nightmare every single day. I will admit, like it's been nice to like take a rest and take a little break and like watch some Netflix. I didn't used to watch Netflix, but I've watched quite a few series, been puzzling my life away. Passion projects have always been a way to get deep in my soul and like make me come alive, and that's what I need right now, and that's what I feel like a lot of us need. So this is just kind of like a reminder that live each day like it's gonna be your last, and what can we do this year? What can we do so we're not sitting in the same day every day doing the same thing? Because even living in a pandemic, still as we are, there's ways we can find magical moments in every single day and make each day something special. And that's where I'm going with this year's passion project. All right, and that brings us all the way up to today, 2021 Project 30. So I'm going to be the first to welcome you to Project 30. I know I told you a little bit about it in the beginning of this video, but I'm going to go into a few more details before we get this first video going. So on February 9th, I turned 29. Yes, that is 29 on 29, February 9th. Isn't that so crazy? I literally had this realization when I was doing one of the many outtakes of this video, so I'll have to include here. Recently I had a birthday. I turned 29 on, oh my gosh, I turned 29 on 2/9 this year. I literally just realized that. That's so funny. I have 1 year left until I turn 30, and I want to make the most of this year, especially after the last year was kind of like I decided to do 30 crazy, unique, big, small, you name it, let's do it things before I turn 30. And I did something very similar when I turned 24. I wrote a list of 25 things that I wanted to do before 25. The only difference between then and now is that I'm actually gonna hold off pre-writing that list, because if it's anything I've learned in the last year, you can like make all these plans and then like think nothing goes as planned when you're living in a pandemic. Things change every day, so we're just gonna kind of go with the flow and see what happens. These things may be big projects. Who knows, maybe this year I will actually do my big audacious goal of publishing my book, or they could be as simple as learning how to clean my oven, because let's be real, it doesn't have a self-cleaning button and I haven't cleaned it in the 5 years I've lived here. And I mean, maybe you want to learn how to clean out your oven too. So we'll do it together. How about that? My goal is to make this entertaining. I want to provide you with content that'll make you laugh, make you think, inspire you, encourage you to make the most out of every single day. If you've made it this far and you're excited to follow along, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Our goal is to get 21 subscribers in March of 2021. Definitely subscribe and make sure you tap the bell to get notifications when the first Project 30 video goes live. That's it. If you think of something that you want me to do, that you think I should do before I turn 30, drop a comment below and we'll see if we can get to it before that day comes. And don't forget to make the most out of every single day. Thanks for coming to my first intro video for my video blog. I keep calling it a vlog, but it's a vlog, so I'll get it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine to talk to yourself in public. It's fine. Did you want to come up in the video? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Okay, you want to sit now so I can record? You want to sit so I can record? This is honestly like the 57th time I've recorded this. It's fine. Everything's great. I will see y'all soon.